Hey everyone, I'm Alice, and today we're going down the rabbit hole and discussing the casting for the Snow White remake. So first of all, I promise we'll get back to the real rabbit hole soon. I just need to do a bit more tidying. I've been working on my room lately. Anyway, so first off, Sora finally came in. I also have Mickey, Minnie, Good Guy Ben, and Ray. And maybe now that I have them in Funko Pop form, they can be together. And in more gaming related stuff, one sec. I have Danny plushie from the upcoming Five Nights at Freddy's game, Security Breach. I now have two FNAF plushies and 0 Dako plushies. Unfortunately, these cost less than a Dako plushie, so I will not have Dako to protect me at night. Okay, back to what the video is actually about. A lot of this is going on Twitter, and not everyone has Twitter, so I'm going to bring in SmartMeat to explain the context of this video. In the most recent news regarding Disney remakes, Rachel Zegler was cast to play Snow White. She's a half Colombian, half Polish American actress and singer who garnered attention posting covers and scenes from her school plays onto YouTube. She's also already signed on to the next Shazam movie and is playing Maria in the upcoming Spielberg adaptation of West Side Story. Thanks, Martha. I'm sorry I don't bring you out more often. I'll be honest, she wasn't who I initially had in mind for a live-action Snow White. I was thinking Lola Crawford, but one, Lola Crawford, while talented and more closely resembles the cartoon version, has too demanding a screen presence accompanied with the belt of a girl who played Annie on Broadway for a couple of years. Two, I wasn't fan casting a remake, I was fan casting a live-action series adaptation of Kingdom Hearts that may someday come to Disney+. With Matt Pat as Sid and Dako as Riku. And I fan casted a remake several years ago. I did make Lola Crawford Snow back when this is when Into the Woods first came out, so she was a little more in public eye than she is nowadays. I only did half the casting. Cast Nick Patera as Jared Gilmore, the prince's older brother for some reason, and then just wrote a book. Also, Jared Gilmore was because of my Once Upon a Time obsession at the time, and Lola Crawford was just a stand-in for myself, and also, again, I was pretty into the Woods at the time. And this is why I should never be a casting director. Now, of course, there was the usual backlash regarding her race. I almost said it was worse than Little Mermaid, but back when Zendaya was rumored for Ariel, someone seriously turned the N slur into a female-specific slur. Still, it was mostly the usual, you guys would get mad if we cast a white person to play Tiana, so why is this okay? And you will notice that I'm not even bringing out edgy me or kawaii me to play out a fake argument, which means I mean business. Still, there is less concern regarding the setting and more just calling her Snow Black, which not only is borderline racist, but also just factually inaccurate. I don't get why it's a big deal personally. For one thing, I've been rereading the Lunar Chronicles lately, where their version of Snow White is a mentally ill black teenager, so I've been imagining Sophia Wiley. But also, a lot of you know that I'm a theater nerd. I don't actually perform in musicals because I'm not that talented. I just had the pit and play an instrument. But I'm still really into musical theater. And generally, unless it says in the character description that they're a certain race, it doesn't matter. Jasmine, irritatingly, has never been played by a Middle Eastern actress on stage, ignoring the film version because her different heritage is a plot point, and is usually played by an East Asian or Caribbean actress, and every other Disney princess with a stage counterpart has been played by actresses of color at some point, and not just in international productions. Theater requires a little more suspension of disbelief from the audience than film does. Rachel Ziegler, who I do follow on Twitter, she's super sweet, and I've basically followed her in hopes for updates regarding the Spielberg's West Side Story, where she's playing Maria, has since responded in a since deleted tweet that I admit was not her cleverest thing ever. It was basically, yes, I'm playing Snow White, and no, I'm not bleaching my skin for the role. This has gotten her branded as racist and aggressive. Neither of which are true. She's outspoken in her political beliefs on Twitter, of course, but she's got a warm and sometimes simply sardonic sense of humor and is just generally just happy to be alive, which really is the energy you need with Snow White. She's a massive Disney fan. She was the star soprano for her entire high school career, so it's not even like she doesn't have the acting or singing chops. She's basically a real life Disney princess, and I'm gonna be real with you. There are not a lot of age appropriate white sopranos out there in public consciousness right now. So I've learned while trying to fan cast a Wicked movie that one day may actually exist. Okay, I mean, there's Dove Cameron, but she has a very poppy voice, and Snow White needs some more legit style. Of course, Dove Cameron did get some backlash when she took on a more legit style role as Clara in Light of the Piazza one time, but that's another discussion. Also worth noting, neither in the casting of Rachel as Snow White or Halle Bailey as Ariel did Disney ever bring up race, despite the fact that all the naysayers are just saying that they're just forcing in diversity or whatever. They mentioned their singing talents and personality traits that are key to the characters they play. And that's basically how theater directors do the casting. Also, can we please have a Lunar Chronicles live action Disney Plus series with Sophia Wiley as Winter? Please. I get the whole thing with casting people of color to play traditionally white characters. I didn't really get it myself until that became a controversy with Hamilton. But Lin-Manuel Miranda has explained multiple times, directly and indirectly, why it happens. There are a disproportionate number of white characters in the canon of theater or what have you, and on the flip side, Lin wrote In the Heights partly so that he, a Latin American actor, could be in one show that didn't involve guns, and I'm looking at you, West Side Story. There just aren't a lot of options for black actors, or Latino actors, or Asian actors, or what have you, and even few are not built on harmful stereotypes. Again, I'm looking at you, West Side Story. Now I need to figure out an ending to this video that isn't a downer and isn't me discussing casting for a Lunar Chronicles adaptation that isn't officially happening. Please make it happen. So what did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, please be respectful. Please like and subscribe. Thanks to GoGo for editing, and I'll see you next time down the rabbit hole.